Oh, how do everybody? Oh, just yeah, sorry about the sun. Can't do much about it. Low winter sun and all that. Back out again. I say again. I filmed. Oh, the microphone hasn't fallen off. Thought it had. I filmed. Those of you that joined the live will have seen a rather disastrous session at Paul, to the point where I didn't actually get a video out of it. So, anyway, be that as it may, I've come out again. This time to the back on the south bank, still on the Humber, and I'm fishing Stallingborough at the Yellow Crossers. I've come, just so you know, obviously it's cod season, obviously it's busy because we've only got half the wall to go at. I've come to Yellow Crossers. I came on 5 hours before high water, I think it was. 4 or 5 hours. What time is it now? Yeah, so I actually came on about 5 hours before high water. And every bay packed. Couldn't get parked down at the woods end, so I've come to the Yellow Crossers. I don't like being here because it's uneven ground and it just does my back in really, really quickly. So I'm not sure how long this session's going to be. Not even sure if I'm going to get washed off. I don't know, but we can always fish off the top anyway. And for those of you that know, I'm by the steps, right just to the left, as you're looking out to sea, at the corner of the chain link fence. I was going to fish directly in front of the chain link fence, but it's just very snaggy there. And yeah, no, that's just, it's just not for me. So I'm fishing with one rod at the moment, and I'm fishing with a pulley with a pennel. And I'll tell you something after I've rolled the intro, something that some feedback that I've gotten from speaking to the match anglers at the Phil Deach Humber Open, etc., etc. I'll give you some info that I was given. So I'll roll the intro, and I'll see you in a sec. And I'll have another quick chat, and then I'll do some filming on the rods. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a sec. So what's the secret intel I've been given? Nothing secret about it really. I usually fish the majority of my cod season on 2-0 hooks. 2-0 J hook, a wide game, but a 2-0 hook. My favourite being the Sakuma Manta. Followed by a Sakuma, I can't remember what they call their circle hooks, but a matching size circle hook behind it as well. Once again, favourite brand being Sakuma. I'm not going to shy away from that. They have been friendly to the channel in the past, and I'm still working my way through the packages that they sent me. Although I bought some spring hooks while they were in stock the other day. So yeah. Anyway, the info I was given was majority of people are fishing with and successfully fishing with. If you go back over the last couple of videos, you see we're complaining a lot about missing fish, about fish not being hooked, etc., etc., missing bites, and blaming ourselves, which, you know, is the sensible thing to do in my case. So after speaking to some guys, I say some guys, probably, I mean, the turnout was immense. I think it was 237 turned out for the Phil Deach Humber Open. Well done. And the charity has benefited greatly. It was a great day. Hopefully we can do it again next year. But it was a massive match, massive prize pot, massive charity. I think it was a £10 cod that won it. I think, there or thereabouts. Anyway, yeah, speaking to the guys from there, speaking to the guys that fish down here regularly, they're all saying the same thing. They're fishing with bigger than normal hooks. Now, I've been speaking to some guys who've been successfully fishing with 5-0s and 6-0s, I'm not going to go up that high. I have got some 6.0s, but they're meat hooks, they're for top. So yeah, I'm not going to go up that high. But I have gone up to a 4.0 wide gape with a 4.0 circle behind it, just to see what happens. And looks like we might have something paying a bit of interest already. Let's take you down there. The rod just shook. I'm hoping we don't have crabs today. Sorry, I'm going to have to set the camera up. Give me a sec. So the higher rod, the one that's on the left to you, not that you really know what the left to you is, but the one that's on the left to you, the rod that's higher in the air. Sorry, I'm just paranoid about the microphone. I'm going to have to find a better position for it. Is the one that's out. It's just got a single black worm on it, a bit early in the tide, but it did just indicate. I will be putting the other rod out. I'm just waiting for it to deepen up ever so slightly. And I did cast this a lot further than I intended to. I was speaking to a gentleman, say gentleman in the loosest possible term, you know who you are. I was speaking to somebody last night who fished yesterday, and they were clobbering cod 30 yards out. 2, 3, 4 pounders, and they claimed to have had a couple of pound haddock as well, which would be nice. I wouldn't mind that. Although for me, you know, it's kind of a fish is a fish. I've got a feeling it was some weed brushing through the line. There's just ever so slightly small patches of weed just washing through the tide, so I suspect that's what it was. But yeah, I casted actually a lot further than I intended to. I don't actually know what happened. It just, it just pinged. So yeah, like I said, there's just a black on there. The next one is going to be baited up either with carp. I've got a couple of carp wings, but I might wait for slightly deeper water. I'm not sure. The next one is going to be baited up, I think, with squid. So I'm just waiting for my bag of bloody squid to defrost. And we'll get that on as well. I might have to bring it down here to the sunshine because I don't think it's going to defrost up there. And it's nearly lunchtime, but it is time for a cup of tea. So I'm going to leave you here watching the rods. I'm going to go get my flask out and tidy up my peg a little bit because I've just set up, I've just got out. Hopefully there's not much in the way of crab action going on. Like I said, the wall was rammed. I'm not seeing guys reeling in every 5 minutes. I've been here nearly an hour, and the fellas to my right has reeled in once, and the fellas to my left have not been set up very long. So I'm assuming that we're not seeing a great deal of crab action. Sorry, that was me hitting the tripod. Right, I'll leave you on the rods, so just watch those rods for me a minute. Of course, not that there's anything going on with the rods at the moment, guys, but of course it's not been lost on me that, of course, in increasing hook size, of course I'm reducing my chance of hooking other fish. Not bad, how are you? That tide is surging big time now. Oh. Has he had the curly finger phone calls? He's got to go on. Not night working. Might benefit me because it's fishing where I want it to be. Yeah. Picked up some weed. I knew I would. Unfortunately, it's on both rod tips. So I've got a bit of a dilemma now. Hopefully that tripod doesn't fall over with that rod on it. I think that's a black bag. I don't think that's seaweed. Oh, man. Well, somebody's just dumped the day's laundry in the water. I have to hope that doesn't fall over. Surprised me if I'm breaking off here. I think I may have actually snagged as well. Yep, definitely snagged. Dear God. One save. Rod tip will need retying, but I can do that while I'm dealing with while this surge is washing through. Sort this one out. Hell, what's that? Oh, never mind. Jesus, I've never seen anything like this. Can't get either of them out of water. That's been shifted then. Dear God. Retie these guys. Put some fresh rigs on. Fresh links. So yeah, looking up and down now, everybody's just done the same thing. Everybody's reeled in. There's something. It's like somebody's just unleashed a dam. The water's just surged through. Masses of weed and debris have just are just washing through. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-rig both my rods, set them both back up, finish my lunch, give it time to wash through, and then cast back out. So I'll turn the camera off while I sort all this out. No, I'll turn it off. I'll see you in a bit. See if you'll record for a little bit now. Let's check my sound. Yeah, we're alright. So, I was weird. In the few years I've been fishing on the Humber, I've never seen anything like that. Probably just the fact that I don't fish down this end that often. But it was like somebody opened the floodgates of the Humber. And the sea it just shot up about 3 foot in the space of about 10-15 minutes. But along with it has come a buttload of debris, like logs, grass, branches, hay, weed. It's yeah, quite a few fellas actually left. Those of us that haven't left, unfortunately, we lost all his gear. It's just the way it goes. Not complaining. It just happens sometimes. So I've made a decision. I'm going to have a pause in fishing. Just for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. It looks like it might be starting. At least the debris, the tide pull I can deal with. And the problem is, to do bloody GoPros sometimes, as I was saying before it shut off, I could deal with tide pull. The thing is, the way to deal with the tide pull is to cast in short, which is what I intended on doing anyway. However, all the debris, all the logs, the weed, the branches, I mean, it's some hefty stuff. Whatever it is all in the shallow bit, is all in the short range bit. So I'm just going to have to wait until it washes through before I can cast back out again. Thankfully and mercifully, the tide is pulling so hard that it looks like it's going to wash through in about 5-10 minutes. So I'm just going to chill out for 5-10 minutes, have a cup of tea. For those of us that didn't spot it coming and didn't reel in time, everybody lost the gear. So the lead collectors are going to have a field day. I know I snapped off both rigs, which if anybody ever wants to question the uni knot, it snapped behind the knot on 80-pound braid. No, 89, so 90-pound braid. It snapped behind the knot. So yeah, we all lost his gear. We've all reeled in. We're all just giving it, well, I think we've all reeled in. We're all just giving it about, say, 10-15 minutes. Let this debris wash through, which it looks like it's almost done. So I might be able to start fishing again in about 5. So I'll speak to you in a bit. I'll turn back on. Can I just take this opportunity? I don't say it enough, and you know, the algorithm screams at me and YouTube screams at me for not saying it. I would appreciate it if you've made it this far into the video that you consider pressing the subscribe button. It's free, and it just helps out me out, helps YouTube out. If you've got anybody you regularly watch, press their subscribe button, it helps them out. I've set up a new Facebook page. I will put the link in the video description. I've set it up as a page because it's a lot easier for me to actually maintain communications using that, because I can set up a diary, I can set up scheduled posts and all that. So it's a lot easier for me to work my time around being able to do that. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. It's holding. I've probably cast it straight into a fucking snag. So finally back out fishing again. Hopefully the camera will stay on. We ended up pretty much 45 minutes we weren't able to fish for. But the benefit is now we can cast short. We couldn't before. Just had a look at the tide times. The tide height has changed, has been updated. What was forecast to be 6.5 is now at 6.8. Which is a little bit worrying. Probably means I'm going to have to retreat back up over the wall for an hour, over high water. But we should be all right for another half hour, 45 minutes down here. But it just means that I'm going to tidy up again, tidy up my peg as best I can. Put my loose stuff in tackle boxes, put my drinks in a carrier bag, etc, etc. Now I might just have to watch my lines for a minute because there's another island of weed washing down, branches and debris and stuff. There's every possibility it's going to hook onto this second rod. It's a shame because I've just cast it, but it's washing through roughly where my line is. So if it hooks on, I'm going to have to grab it and reel it in. I should have up-tided it a little bit more than I did. I should have cast it up the tide a little bit more than I did. I think we're all right. Yeah, I think we're all right for that load. Might have brushed it, but none of it hooked on. But yeah, it was weird. It was almost as if somebody opened a lock gate. You know, I've been fishing the Humber for 2-3 years and I've never seen it fill that quickly. And since that surge, it has not stopped. It's risen from where it was when I shut the camera off to where it is now, probably 10 feet in 40-45 minutes. And there's still 2 hours till high tide. So I'm without, right, that weed's washed through, or largely washed through. There's still some, but I think it's much smaller patches. Some has hooked onto this rod, so it looks like it's only a bit of bladderwrack, so we can deal with that. Some has also hooked onto that, I can see it now. That's a big branch. Come on, wash by. Nope. You have to reel that in. Got too much on the line. Yeah, there it all is again. I might end up losing another rig. Oh. This reel, I don't know why it is. I've put a new, well, I didn't. Down at Hull Reel and Service Hull Reel. I can't remember his bloody business name now. He put a new anti-reverse bearing in this rod for me. There's something under that water. This isn't the surface weed. I'm not going to get this in again. And he put a new anti-reverse bearing in, and it's still doing it. I'm not going to get this in. My other rod started travelling as well again. Yeah. Well, there's another rig and another lead here. Can't even get it to snap. Gonna have to fish with one for a little while. But now the other one's whipped around. I'm gonna have to bring that in and check that. Can see there is weed on the line, but I'm hoping, oh crap. What on earth has gone on here? No, that one's not stuck. Thankfully. Good, we can keep fishing for a little while longer. At least this bit I can put some more scent on it and recast it. I don't know whether to bother recasting it or whether to go back over the wall first. Especially since we've got another bloody big patch of crap washing down. I'll recast it. If it snaps off, I shall bring it in, go back over the wall, and fish off the top for a little bit, probably by the car. That went a hell of a lot further than I wanted it to. Hell of a lot further. So yeah, that Shimano reel, I don't know what's up with it. I got a new anti-reverse bearing put in it. A new the moment that's gone in, it's picked up a clump of weed. see how it goes on for. I can literally see the weed it's in. Hopefully it comes off. No, it's not going to come off. It's a big stick. No, and now there's another big chunk of sticks about to brush straight through the line. Has it taken off the one that was stuck on it? No, that would be too helpful, wouldn't it? I don't want to give up today. I don't want to give up. I don't want to have another episode like we had at Paul, where we just got so peed off, we packed up and fucked off. Pardon my French. Really don't want that to happen today. The other reason I kind of don't want to fish off the back there is it kind of puts you off coming back over. Although, I don't know, where are we? 2:05. Chances are that might have actually snagged up on where my other two rigs are. There's some completely solid out there. I just don't know if I've got enough stuff to. I know I can make another rig. I don't know if I've got enough mainline stuff, and I can't take my eyes off this at the moment to tie another rig. So anyway, we'll fish as long as we can, I suppose. Can't do any more than that, can I? And still a bit of weed on the line, I can see it. There's some worryingly large branches on the way down as well. It's probably all washing out the new rocks that they've put on the other half of the wall. Because you're gonna have a set of high tides deposit a load of crap in there, and it's gonna dry it out until we get another big tide, and then it's gonna lift it all out. Well, we've got spring tides this week, from what I can gather, so that's gonna have an effect. Well, I'm back over at Wall. You know when you have one of them days. Climbs back over at Wall, goes, right, I'll get that rod back out. So come on, let's G this session along. Wind knock, crack off. So now I've got no rod ready to go, no rig ready to go. You know when everything's telling you go home. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna retie. I think. I might not be able to retie. Don't know what I've got clip-wise for the end of the line. I'm going to find something. And I'm going to retie. And I'm going to get back out there. But it's been a long time since I've had a session like this where everything goes wrong. I've got the camera crapping out every 5 minutes, every opportunity it gets. It's alright, boss, it's not out there, it's just loose. I'll get it out of the way. Dear me. Yeah, just one of those days where everything is saying go home. But I'm going to rummage in my box. I'm going to find the gear I need, and I'm going to get back out. Oh, no, maybe I'm not. I've broken eye. Lovely. It's ripped a tip eye out as well. Ripped an eye out. So that's something I'm going to have to get sorted out. I mean, it's a mid-lie. Technically, I could cut it off, I suppose. Keep using the rod. But it's this one. Ripped it out the resin. I'm not going to try and bend it back in. But I'm going to have to send that off for it. I'm going to have to get that repaired. Groovy. Luckily, there is some guys in Grimsby. That's going to be the new year now. I've got other rods I can fish with, that's not a problem. I'll get the sentry back out. So pack this one down, get the sentry back out, re-rig, and go again. I say I know, I don't actually know, and I don't know if any subscribers. I just don't have the space to have a go at rebuilding, resetting that eye myself. It's a little gutting. Yeah, it's just one of those days where everything's saying, you should have stayed at home. You shouldn't have bothered. That's really, really miffed me off, that has. I'm not going to lie. That's really put me in a foul mood. That's really put me in a foul mood, that has. I'm not sure I've got it in me to set back up. I'm not sure I've got it in me to set back up, not at all. That's just the icing on the cake for me today. And it's not just the fishing. We all break rods. It happens to all of us. I know. Won't be the first and it won't be the last. But I was right looking forward to today. And that's done me. That has done me. Sorry guys, right, I'm going to pat the camera down because if I'm just going to rage and rant and be annoyed about it. So I'm going to pat the camera down. So even if I do continue fishing, that's going to be it for the video today. And I will put this out, you know, it's a blank, not even so much as a bite, but it's been a hard day. I've done, what have we done? About 4 hours fishing. I can't call it quits at 4 hours fishing, can I? I just can't, it's not right. There's a car coming. It's just not right. Come on, pick yourself up, Russ. Get on with it. I'm going to get the other rod out. And I'm going to persevere. Let's get the sentry back out. Let's keep going. Come on, pick yourself up, Russ. I've been looking forward to this session all week. I love getting out with everybody else, don't get me wrong. But sometimes I look forward to a session on my own. Let's try and make a better back half. Let's try and make the back half better than the first half, eh? So let's see what I can find to tie off the end of this line with. So I've got some power swivels, that might work. That'll get me through the session. A power swivel would get me through the session. So would a rig clip actually. No, power swivel. They're stronger. I don't know how strong the rig clips are that I've got. Try and get this done before the sun sets. Yet again though, the uni not held. You know, 3 snags, and I've had to snap or cut the line or braid the line. Before the knot or the hook gave up. Yeah, I need to write to Alex at Sakuma and say his hooks are too sharp. His hooks are too strong. I'm going to go out of a tit down this hill now. That's going to be the end of it, isn't it? The end of the video is going to be me laying at the bottom of a ditch going, ow. So yeah, as you'll have seen in that quiet little huffing and puffing sequence, I am back out fishing. But I'm going to preface it with this. All else goes wrong and I'm going. Yeah, I've got to keep an eye out for vehicles now, which means I can't really calm down and switch off, because yeah, out bigger than a van, out bigger than a car will take my rod out. So it'll be a case of pick my rod up for any vehicle that comes down that's bigger than a car. I've sort of said to myself, I'm probably going to do, well, I'm going to see how high the water comes, but I'm probably going to do an hour of the ebb. I've pretty much decided I won't be opening another packet of bait. So I've used the bait that I've got open, and once that's gone, session's done. Or, oh shit, that's a bite. To be honest, as I'm going that way, I might just drop it off at George's and ask him to get it sorted for me. Oh, bite! Oh, come on, you bastard. Give me a sec. Oh, that's got some weight on it. No! It's gone light. Although I can't get it up in water. Come on, up you come before we hit the rocks. Yeah, there's a fish on that. What we got? Oh, bloody hell, if that's a whiting, it's a good one. Oh, not if it's a whiting or a Harry haddock. It's a bloody big whiting. Oh. It's a whiting. It's a whiting. Is it? Yeah. No, I'm just going to get a length on that. That's quite big. No, it's not as big as I thought it was. 32. Get it back. Deeper water there. Off she shoots.